So to set the stage for the day and just to give you a feel for the refugee experience, we now have presentations from two refugees who will talk a little bit about their experiences. And the first one is Tendayi Gwaradzimba, who was born and raised in Zimbabwe. And her refugee journey took her to 5 African countries where she sought asylum and worked for various international organizations before coming to Canada in January of 2009. Please come forward.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so humbled to stand before you and share my story. My story may be similar to everyone else, but what I want to tell you is each person, each individual has a different story according to how they take the story and how resilient they are with the story. I'm here in Canada since 2009, but I think every day it's like I've just arrived. Something happens to me and I feel I don't belong here. Yes, I can simulate to be a part of the community where I am, but each day as I work, or I am on the bus, or I'm in the elevator with my neighbors, just looking at someone, I know that, oh, I don't belong here. But you know what? I believe that Canada is the country where God wanted me to be. I'm sorry to bring my faith into this, but my resilience, my faith is part of my resilience. I lost everything. I never knew that I would remain a single mother of 3. I would have no home. I would run. Yes, my fear took me to most of the countries where I thought they would allow me in. Unfortunately, they didn't. And my hope until today is one day, when God has changed the leadership of my country, I might just go back and see where my father and mother are lying. I'll be seeing graves, but I won't see them. Each day, I'm full of regrets. But the only thing that keeps me strong is when I see other refugees. I don't really like this name, refugees, because I lost my identity and I became an asylum seeker. I was addressed as an asylum seeker for a long time. I came here, I was addressed as a refugee for a long time. So now I'm a permanent resident. It took me 2 years to go to the refugee board for a hearing. And everyone was asking, why are you not doing anything? I said, no, this country is wonderful. I can work in this country. As long as I'm working, it means they know I'm there. I'm not only a number. I'm paying my taxes, so I'm going to be quiet. I went to the refugee board. Yes, I became a convention refugee. It took me another 2 years to become a permanent resident. And everyone was saying, why don't you find out? Go to the MPP. I said, no, I'm waiting for when it's God's time. So you learn to be patient when you're a refugee. So I got this patience to say, I'll wait until it's given to me. I'm still waiting to be a citizen. I paid my money a long time ago. I think it has gained interest with the immigration, but I'm not, but I'm not worried about that because you know what? I'm waiting. But you know what I think is going to happen? I'm now 64, so I think when I'm 65, they'll just come. So I'm saying hallelujah because you know why? God is making me not study the citizenship test. So to make a long story short, running away as a female with 3 kids, it's not easy. I cannot tell you the challenges. I cannot tell you how you strive to feed your kids, but I am just so fortunate and thankful because my father had put me through an education that made me more valuable to be employed. And I see it even in Canada now. If I had come with no English, I don't think I would be standing before you. If I had come with no English, maybe I would be sick at the psychiatric hospital. If I had not come here knowing that, yes, I have arrived in Canada and I saw the kindness from the immigration. I came through Windsor. They told me there are these places where you can go and stay. They even offered me a coffee. It was very cold, January of 2009. I've never felt so cold and alone. But my daughter had come here already and my sister. So I said, if my little daughter came on her own, how can I not cope with this? I did. The immigration officials were very good. They offered me a coffee. They even showed me where to get the Greyhound to come to London here. They told me about all these other places where I could go up to Toronto and everywhere. And I said, oh, I'll go to Cross Culture Learner Center because my sister had come through there. I don't see Nancy here today, but I was at St. Joseph House where refugee claimants arrive. That lady, she showed me what I'm doing today. I never felt so much kindness. She showed me all the little things the other speaker was talking about, and she would walk with me everywhere in the cold to show me where to go, to legal aid, to social services. Everywhere she took me. She wrote down for me to say, on this date, you need to apply for this. Everything she taught me, that lady. And I thought maybe it was only me, and I saw her doing it for everybody. And I said, I vowed, I said, she has inspired me. In this place, I'm going to find a job that I can help somebody like what she's doing. I made up my mind that I was going to do that because I felt this love. So she became my family. I started volunteering, and Luso was just welcoming to me. And then I met some Portuguese ladies who told me they had been here for 35 years. They came as refugees too from Angola. And I said, oh, so I'm not alone. They made me even stronger. I went to volunteer with the regional mental health when they were still down on Highbury. And when I was there, I saw people that were sick, but their stories were like my story. And I said, oh, I'm not alone. I have to get out of this. So they even increased my resilience. We are born with a certain type of resilience, and our communities and family give us the resilience, but when you come and you hear the stories of others, it makes you even stronger. So I started looking for work, but I didn't look for work then. I said, God, you'll give me work. And then I knocked the doors of Will Employment. They gave me my vision because all the time I wanted to do my profession. And they told me, oh, you need to think about making a functional resume. And then they gave me mentorship. And this mentor happened to be a very special person. I can't mention her name because of confidentiality. She has become like my family, this lady. She gave me so much strength. She told me, you know what? You have all this. You may try and use this. She didn't push me, but she was just opening my way. And I think that's what all of you are doing. So the agencies in my life were my family. The agencies in my life became my backbone. And I cannot tell you how much this affects me because every time I think about it, I'm emotional. I write down everything every day of all the goodness that I've seen and the kindness that I've seen and all the opportunities. And I just marvel at this. And then I'll say, God, this must be the Canaan. This is where everybody is because I meet everybody from everywhere. The whole world is here. So London, the world is at your doorstep. There is no need to go anywhere. I tell my church, you don't need to do missions. The mission is here. Thank you very much for having me here. God bless you.